and I'm going to try to max prestige. I'm going to try to get dark matter. I'm going to try to do all the things.
I
Yeah,
need it,
I love that you said too. It's not so
need it.
punishing that you've
You know,
made
let me
it super
just
rewarding, and like,
give
of
Snow a
course
shout
I'm
out
going
right
to
Yeah.
want to relock everything. I'm
need
not
to.
risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, you know,
It's
pretty great rewards.
Yeah,
to
actually,
talk about too.
that's the other thing too, right? Because, you know, one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time in and locking things and getting stuff.
And,
So we're
for
going to do
those
some of
who
the prestige
haven't
rewards and just in general.
tried to
that we
go
should
for
be
the
expecting.
card
Yeah, so we
drops.
didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige.
Be sure
We
to
wanted
look
to go
on
bigger
that.
than ever. We wanted to build
You'll
the
be able
most
to get the
rewarding
card
version
drops
of Classic Prestige we've ever
for
seen.
watching up to
we have a ton of
120 minutes.
high-value skins, blueprints,
each
charms,
minute-
and more.
each
all
certain minute
created
goal
just for the Prestige system.
will give you
I mean, we showed
each of the
Prestige
rewards.
1 icon a minute ago.
Which is
Amazing.
really
If that
cool.
looked like the World at War,
So definitely
zombie
make sure
Yeah, I
to
was
do
going to
that.
ask. It's got a.
If you want to get the
It's
Twitch
because
drops.
it is. And so one thing
they're
we're
very
doing in
good.
Black Ops 6 is
Trust
each
me.
prestige is actually themed
They are
after
fire.
a game in
They are
Black Ops
fire.
history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to
And
see what the
Lawrence-
Black Ops 1 one is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much.
Yeah.
But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be classic prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous.
Those
You're
cool
gonna relock
cards.
that 1 to 55 content.
They look so cool.
But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon
The only
available
problem
as
is
soon
that-
as you get access again.
Will I
And it
actually
was important to
reach
us, to Matt's
these
point earlier, we want
levels?
players to prestige.
I mean,
but we
I'm
also
gonna
want it
try,
to pay homage
but-
and reflect the classic system.
Yeah.
And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the
I feel like
permanent
it's gonna
unlock,
take a
Alex,
lot
so
of
that-
effort
that'll
to
help
do.
you mitigate the
Yeah.
relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
still a
excited
little
for that.
scary.
Yeah, so only just a smidgen.
Yeah,
you know? Only
it's a calculated risk, and I like
kinda
that
scary.
I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We
Always.
have 100% completion cards in the game at launch. So if you complete the set in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each prestige has its own set of calling
Those are
card
so sick.
challenges.
The zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark
Yeah.
Ops challenges. You
The
need
zombies
Dark Ops
one looks
challenges in the Black Ops
amazing.
game. So if you're unfamiliar
Oh
with
my
those,
God,
those are
so-
as tough as they get.
I hope you're watching
Hidden
right now.
criteria challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe
They are
take
so
a while
cool.
to discover. We will not be giving
Oh
hints.
my word.
Redacted.
Smart.
But yeah, a
Redacted.
lot to unlock and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and I'm excited for them. So, it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over
Medals are
150
back.
medals in multiplayer. Lots of returning fan
150
favorites.
medals.
A lot of nuts. All right.
And a lot of new ones, too, that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see them
and
popping up
earn.
on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's
when you-
Pablo's
favorite.
favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Doink, because it's fun to say
Fun to
and
say.
see Doink.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
there's,
like how you say, I like doink.
I do. I mean, it popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming, and I was
Kill,
like,
kill
that,
an enemy with an impact from
Yeah.
a tactical grenade.
That was
This is
Stephanie's-
it's a little different than
It was
stuff.
Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
It's true.
She just heard doink. She was like,
Look,
I'm in.
Yeah.
We
I'm
love equipment
Yeah,
here,
no.
okay?
My personal faves are we have a
my
1v1,
gosh.
1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals. And
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And search and
Oh, yeah.
destroy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
S&D,
Yeah.
going to this. Oh, yeah, all the time. Picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here
gosh.
at the Desto, Stephanie, I think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I mean, we love competitive COD. Rank
Rank
play is
play.
in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked
those metas
MP
out.
coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that.
Yep.
You know.
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room. I think when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you.
awesome to have you here today. Thank you
Oh,
for sharing
man.
everything that's
Black
going
Ops
to the
Multiplayer is
game.
going to be
Yeah.
fire.
And it seems like most importantly, you guys
I
are
just
excited
know.
about it, which I think
Hell yeah.
you guys
I
are
just
excited
know.
about it.
It's been
It
a long
just
time coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The
I'm
vibes are high.
The
Thank
you.
vibes are
It
high.
is.
It's great. It's
I
Black
agree.
Ops at its absolute finest. But
I
that, of course,
agree.
covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Golden Boy. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Ranked play, ranked play. Oh my goodness. Ranked play, ranked play.
Prestige, anybody? I will race
me the
you as
classic
soon as we
system.
can.
Yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I
Yes.
can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6
Strike
multiplayer.
maps?
So we're going into face-off, folks.
Hello.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22.
Tanto.
It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like...
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh.
One of the all-time favorites. You can
Before
hear
your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah,
great
sorry, I'm
time.
just a little 10 years younger
Kill
than the rest of
confirmed
you.
as
But
well.
Hazardous isn't. And he was
Lovely,
at that
a bit
high
of
ground
kill
for a hot
confirmed.
minute there. Will finally get shut down. But Shotzi is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
He's going for the
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off. Here goes an assassination.
Oh!
The receiving end?
We've seen a few in the
You
trailer. The
saw
one
that,
Charles
right?
goes off with the axe, like the flying. I mean,
Yeah.
this is some visceral
What the-
execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff.
I love the fact
Don't
I
look at
could
us
be
like
a
that, Alley
zombie.
Cat. All right,
right?
Shot- you anyway.
Shotzi's put
Most
away the
played
sniper
multiplayer,
rifle for
love
a
it.
moment, and this is what I've been
love
waiting
it.
for. Can he fry?
Oh my
He got
God.
executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's
That is
still
sick.
getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators. And seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals, pop off
I
queen.
will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Can he confirm,
I don't
son?
see any
Absolutely
movement.
fried, okay? So that's a good sign for
Yeah,
all you guys
double
out there
kill.
wondering if you could pick
Triple
up Omni
kill,
movement
Nameless.
fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, let's destroy it. You got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your
All right,
teammates'
let's see what he's
1400.
done.
He's got 5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5?
confirmed.
Oh,
Get a confirm over here.
Fair dog tag.
ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high
That
mag, so you
ADS
can
is
just slay.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that match unite. Again, all the
Oh
animations,
my
everything looks
The
so cool.
spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish.
I'm calling
So
it that for the rest of the
cool.
year.
I'm making an emote
Honestly,
right now
so
for it.
cool.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh.
It's a great question. All of my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the
Looks like
Jackal.
that.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with
I'm
me.
taking
Jackal
I'm taking
made.
the spooky fish knife.
Ames.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the Ames with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Oh, okay, physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. I think it's just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep a count of. I mean, not just for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden, you have Sage, Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Aiden just got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere, it's going to be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So
look how
unlike Cold
chaotic
War, and a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily
this
you know,
strike
a
map
piece of
is.
a larger map that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA kill is absolutely slaying.
Frying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find two. Has the high ground, will find a third as well. Now, I didn't see him much of as an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at COD Next. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily been pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XM4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change your reticle and customize
So excited.
it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
It just looks like so much fun right
They
now.
mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the Prestige.
I wish they
we heard
start the
about
beta early.
World at War. Will we see a
Honestly.
Black Ops 2 one? And is there a
wouldn't
chance
mind an
that I
early
can
start,
unlock the foul
to
in the
be
Cap
honest.
40s once again?
Because it looks so good.
Some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we
got
see
the
this from
beta coming up.
Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers
Look at
here
all the
in the Call
medals.
of Duty
I
world.
honestly
Turned out,
hope
that's the one I was looking for. When I
that
play
I get
against
press
Chris, I'll be
codes
getting
so
the
that I
Impossible! I have eyes
can
in my
give
back.
Snow
And now I can dive
Snow
backwards.
etc.
You see that slide?
beta code, 'cause I want them to play with me. Really, I do.
Great stuff coming through as
This
our
is
creators
crazy.
are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alley Cat, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. As we were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right, and we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw two that were locked for now, but there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any
can
hits.
we?
Not in aggressive mode.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right
There's
now.
no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're safe-ish.
Day
We're
one.
safe-ish
We're going to
because
see the best montage.
Well,
best
you guys.
montages. Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty Next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests.
Sure.
I am joined right
We'll
now by...
skip these and get to the Simple.
athlete.
Everybody
Here we go.
loves Call of Duty.
Espresso.
Gameplay.
Tim
I've
loves
said
Call
this
of Duty.
guy's
Tim loves Call of Duty,
content
except when he
before.
rage quits.
He
But
did rage quit.
he's
I
not going to
watched
do it
happen
now. We
live.
talked to him about
There we
it.
go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago.
Spicy.
Zogoro.
Right now.
Oh, wow. He hit that player. What?
so
oh,
good.
he's diving. There you go.
But yeah, I'm
It looked good to
literally.
me. It looked good to me.
Yeah, but
Forward,
that's it. It
then
looked
backwards, and those
forever.
are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
It's super fun.
dude, the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a shifty,
cool.
another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side, and now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni movement, it looks like a lot. Like it looks very daunting. But I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural, and you can already see it. Like people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni movement. It is so good.
Oh yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to a different Call of Duty, go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. We always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural.
Because I want to
it's
try and
new,
do
it's
something
awesome,
for
but it
us,
feels
right
natural,
now.
almost how it should be.
Because I want
And
to
obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when
But
you're
I'm
running
loving
around.
the
Some
gameplay
games that
so
you'll play in the
far.
FPS genre,
So
it feels like
good.
you're
Yeah.
ice skating around the map.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah.
not. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Wow. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So this is a
man.
new feature in the game. You're able to take these players
So
hostage
cool
from
right
behind. It's
now.
sort of an alternate to an execution.
Oh, my
This is going to
word.
go huge.
Yeah.
In Search and Destroy, in Warzone, you can take a hold of players. They will take the
I'll be
bullets
back
for
in
you.
a sec.
You have a
No,
limited
no.
amount of time, and if you get rescued,
Oh, but. Oh my gosh. I really want to play so badly. Right now.
Yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that.
Oh,
And a
here we
great
go.
time. And those players are going to throw down in the
Zombies
server. You best
time.
believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk, and it's now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back, and honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how, yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
Oh, here we go. Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America. And it's plain to see why. It's a place
Oh
of
my
civil
gosh.
neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way,
my God.
be sure to stop on by.
Oh, no way.
We're dying to welcome you.
Oh my God.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 Camo Pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony
my God.
Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said,
Liberty
it's gonna
Fall
leave a
looks
mark.
so cool.
It's intense. It's incredible,
intense.
right? Yeah.
Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much. You know?
You know, we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and, you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are two awesome round-based Zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which, you know, we've been talking about over the last few weeks.
Cool.
What does it feel
I
like
really
to
want
just
to play
have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month where we've gotten just so
It really
much
has
time
been, yeah.
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps, very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know, what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out! It's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. You just, it's such a built-out world. It's great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
relating
side
to them.
quests, never.
So
What?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know,
yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
A dark prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So,
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores,
Yeah.
right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all
No
that.
shot.
So make sure
when they existed.
always rewind, right? Yeah.
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus,
Man.
and we know that
So
Terminus
hyped
is
right
set
now.
concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat, you know. The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is Zombie
Don't
Zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see these signs of
my
a
God,
failed
look at this.
attempt to contain this thing.
This looks so cool.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up. You know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War, and he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No
without
sunblock
that.
on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. You could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and get you right into the story.
Yeah, I've been replaying Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies of Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew is busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are into the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, just kind of to see how fun, just kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? What's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
Richtofen told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
You might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh, and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so crafting's
all
back.
Kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can
actually craft stuff
a game now to 3.
Only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher and higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that.
Here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, they go and lock out the ray gun.
Oh, man, ray gun.
Has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And
it's crazy.
As part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, challenge their skills and their puzzle-solving abilities. But we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins, and actually for the first time, Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
The ability to make your ray
excited.
gun.